All right, so this first move is pretty self-explanatory. Elevated heels goblet squat. The biggest thing here, you want to make sure you keep your elbows tucked in tight, your core engaged. You don't want to be forward folding or hunching forward at all. You really want to keep a straight back and a tight core, knees pressing out as you drive through those heels. All of our movements at this 12 rep range is going to be between 80 and 85%. So you're really pushing the weight along with these high reps. I think I'm using a 70-pound here to start my first week of the program. Next, we're going into Bulgarian split lunges. Start with the setup with the knee down, walking the opposite foot forward far enough to where your toe is in front of the foot. And this is how you should be going down, slightly bending forward, lowering that back knee and driving through the front heel to get yourself back up. Same thing here, guys, with all the movements for this first half of the program. We're 12 reps and we're pushing 80 to 85%. Next, we're going into our leg press. So the biggest difference with this leg press from any other, I just want you to make sure your feet are fairly low. You want to be completely on the platform, but you want your feet pretty low. And I'm not doing it here, but I've decided I want your legs to be close together, okay? I want this to be a low and close leg press. So you see how my knees are slightly flaring out. I actually want you to keep those knees parallel and bring them into towards the chest, okay? Instead of letting them flare out slightly. Still driving through the heels, still bringing them in as close as you possibly can. You're actually not going to be able to bring them in quite as close, keeping quite as close to your belly, keeping them in close. But that's okay. Next, we're going here to the calf raises. We're hitting 20 of those for 4 sets as well. Next, we're going into our walking barbell lunge. So you want to make sure you get 12 steps total on each leg. So with this minimal space that I have here, I'm doing 6 steps down on each foot. And then I turn around and I do 6 steps back on each leg to give me a total of 12 lunges on each leg. Started fairly low with the weight here on my first week. Not super low. This, I would say this is probably closer to my 80, but I'm loading each week. So these numbers are going to climb. So you want to probably start at the lower portion of your 80 to 85% to give yourself some room to begin loading. All right, next we're going to the seated calf raises. If you don't have this machine, which is very self-explanatory here, you can also do this by sitting down and just placing those 2 plates on your lap, holding them on your lap, and just do your calf raises on the ground, or if you can find an elevated surface to put them up on to do your raises there, you can do that as well. Just make sure you're sitting up nice and straight and dropping those heels whenever you lower your feet and then pressing them up nice and strong. The last movement we're doing, single leg extensions. Pretty simple movement. You're not going to be going super heavy because you're doing 12 reps and it's one leg, so it's just not as strong. Make sure you keep that foot pointed up to protect that patella. hold the sides. That's going to help to keep your butt down, especially with just using one leg. You're going to need a little extra leverage to keep your butt down. Some machines actually have a seat belt that will drape across your lap there. But yeah, just getting your 12 reps in, full extension, bring it all the way down, press it all the way up. Don't lock the knee. Even though you're going all the way up, do not lock the knees, okay? 12 reps on each leg, 4 sets of that. So make sure you're getting anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds break on the compound movements, and then the machines, anywhere from 45 to 60 seconds between each set.